Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show, and I am very excited to have our next guest here on the set from the World Dramatic portion of Sundance, and the film is Lilting, and I'm so happy to have Pei Cheng here and Hong Kao as well. Hong, the filmmaker, the director, and Pei Cheng, principal cast, the star of the show, and
thank you.
Yeah, we're thrilled to have you here at Sundance. Is this your first time at Sundance?
Yes, that's my first time.
Well, I'm sure
your first
Hong's
time
told you a little bit because he's been here before.
Yeah, this
right?
is my second time. I was here 3 years ago. With
2011.
Yeah, with my short film. Yeah,
yeah, that was the movie Spring. Wasn't it?
Was, yes.
Excellent. Yeah. Well, it's great to have you back, and of course this time, this film is tremendous. It's an 86-minute long film and very touching. This is a story that I think I don't know that I don't think we've ever heard it told before, but I know this story is happening out in the world, isn't it? Tell us a little bit about it.
That's your story, so you should tell.
Well, the story is about a Chinese mother who's left in the home,
right?
And then she's visited by this stranger called Richard, and he's the male lover of her son, and so she doesn't know her son was gay.
And he has already passed on at this point.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this comes as quite a shock when she thinks at first this is a friend of his.
Yes.
That comes to call,
yes,
so to speak, and then we find out much later in the film that it's his lover.
Yeah, and also on top of that they don't have a common language. So she doesn't speak English and he doesn't speak Mandarin, and kind of together without a common language, they repiece the memories of a man they both love dearly. And
wow. And then, of course, there's another sort of story that's happening at the same time, and that is the care for this woman is in question, right? We wonder who's going to be looking after Pei.
Yes, not me.
Your character, indeed, your character.
I don't need anybody to look after.
No, we already established you're very tough, actually.
Yeah, yeah, no, he carries that guilt. So it's, I guess because he's a Westerner, he carries the guilt of whether he needs to look after her. Should he and could he, and it's that kind of burden he has because he doesn't know her really.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about playing this character. What is it like? What emotions were you feeling?
Well, it's very different with what I played before. Especially I used to play kung fu.
Yeah.
Martial arts.
That's why I said you're tough. Yeah. We know. For
legend,
sure.
yes.
Yeah.
She scares me just a little.
Well, but Hans looking for the character. But my manager agent who saw the script, it's a very nice script. Actually the script is very touching.
Oh.
So we try to contact each other. Then we talk. I noticed your mother's something like that, right?
Yes, I mean my mum is similar in a sense. She doesn't speak English, so
yeah.
The story kind of came from.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Interesting.
How long she was in?
Well, she's lived in Britain for just over 30 years.
Wow.
So she still not speak English.
Is that right?
So
yeah,
actually have
sense.
A lot of Chinese women who's come to the other countries not speak any language. So it's very difficult for that character. Although my English is not that good, but I still can communicate with the society, right?
Yeah.
They can.
Yeah.
They don't understand. So a lot of things they cannot talk. But
she was brilliant. You couldn't get her off set. When we were setting up and stuff, she loves being on set. It's just in the middle of it.
Yeah, I try to.
But it's very hard for the actors because they had to carry this burden of pain and sorrow.
Oh, I'm sure.
So much throughout the entire film.
Yeah, that's got to be a little tough because you're a happy person, I've noticed.
Yeah.
You got a lot of, you must be doing a little feng shui or something the rest of the time.
Actually, she's a happy person too.
Is she?
Yes.
Yeah, she just don't understand, but she's still happy.
Interesting.
She's still very strong.
She is. She's a very strong woman.
Yeah.
To be able to survive that.
I'll say, definitely. I wanted to ask you one question. I know you worked in the industry of distribution before. It must be interesting to come from that to this, and how that, kind of the dichotomy of being a filmmaker all along, but also being in distribution. You kind of have a little leg up on everybody, just a tiny bit, don't you think?
Yeah, I guess in the sense I understand the industry, that sector of the industry a bit more, and it's been really helpful actually. Just when we were making this film, to call up some of the friends I've made and contacts I've made.
And you have UK distribution already, which is excellent.
Yeah,
so
we have a UK distributor, Artificial Eye, and it's really odd to suddenly now be on this side, kind of giving your film away, so to speak.
Well, I certainly hope you find distribution here as well.
Yeah, hope so.
And the film, it just looks awesome. Lilting, I want to thank you both so very much for being here to talk about it. And I hope we get to see you in some more kung fu fighting films.
Yes.
Right? Didn't expect that. Thank you both so very much. We'll be back, Diff and Deafin Guy, after this.